Hello, good day. Welcome back to another math video. Today we are going to talk about law of exponents. But before we do that, let us try first to define what are exponents. So when we are talking about exponents, these are numbers that will tell us how many times we should multiply the number or the variable by itself. General form of an exponent is this. We have our b as the base and x as the exponent. Please do take note that we can make use of different variables for our b and x. So let us have an example. I want us to identify the base and the exponent of the following expression. We have a raised to x. Our base is a, the exponent is x. Next, 5 squared. The base is 5, exponent is 2. B raised to y. The base is y. No, the base is b, sorry, and the exponent is y. Now, there are different laws or rules pertaining to exponents. The first one is the product law. It states that when we are multiplying terms with the same base, all we have to do is copy the base and simply add the exponent. So for example, we have a raised to x times a raised to y. Since the bases are the same, we are going to copy the base and simply add the exponents. We have x plus y. For example, a squared times a cubed is equal to, again, since the bases are the same, we are going to copy the base and then add the exponents. 2 plus 3 will give us 5. Therefore, a squared times a cubed is equal to a raised to 5. Another example, we have 2 cubed times 2 cubed. Again, the base are the same. So what we are going to do is copy the base, which is 2, and add the exponents. 3 plus 3 is 6. So we have 3 raised to 6 or equal to 64. Next, we have the quotient law. It states that when we are dividing expressions with the same base, we are going to copy the base and subtract the exponent. So for example, we have a raised to x divided by a raised to y. It is just equal to a raised to x minus y. For example, a cubed over a squared. Since the bases are the same, we are going to copy the base and subtract the exponents. So we will have a raised to 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So our answer will be a raised to 1 or simply a. Another example, 2 raised to 6 divided by 2 raised to 3. Again, since the bases are the same, we are going to copy the base and subtract the exponents. So we have 2 raised to 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 will give us 3. So we will have 2 cubed. 2 cubed is equal to 8. Next, the power law. It states that when we have a power raised to a power, we are going to copy the base and multiply the exponents. For example, we have a raised to x raised to y. So again, copy the base and simply multiply the exponents. So we have x times y. For example, a squared raised to 3. Copy the base, multiply the exponents. So we have a raised to 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Next, 2 squared raised to 3. Again, copy the base, which is 2, and then multiply the exponents. 2 times 3 will give us 2 raised to 6. Simplify, it will give us 64. Next is power with different bases. Now, for instance, the bases are not the same. What we are going to do is we are going to distribute the exponent. So, for instance, we have ab raised to x. That will give us a raised to x times b raised to x. For example, we have ab raised to 2. Again, distribute the exponents. This will give us a squared b squared. Another example, we have 3 times 4 raised to 2. Again, distribute the exponents. We will have 3 squared times 4 squared. Simplify, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. So we have 9 times 16 or equal to 144. Next, still on powers with different bases, but this time we are dealing with a division. So same thing, we are going to distribute the exponents. So we will have a over b raised to x will give us a raised to x over b raised to x. Example, we have a over b squared. This will become a squared over b squared. Another example, we have 2 thirds raised to 2. Again, distribute the exponents. We will have 4 squared over 3 squared. Simplify, 4 over 9. Next example, what if the exponent is negative? So for instance, we have a raised to the negative x. When we have negative exponents, all we have to do is get the reciprocal and the exponent will become positive. So again, in this example, we are going to get the reciprocal of a raised to negative x. So that will become 1 over a raised to a positive x. Again, when the exponent is negative, get the reciprocal of the expression and make the exponent positive. For example, we have a raised to the negative 2. Again, get the reciprocal and make the exponent positive. This will give us a over, 1 over a squared. Again, a raised to the negative 2 will give us 1 over a squared. Another example, 3 raised to the negative 2. Again, get the reciprocal and make the exponent positive. So we will have 1 over 3 squared. Simplify, 1 over 9. Now what if the exponent is 0? Remember that when the exponent is 0, it will always give us 1. So no matter how big, no matter how small the number or a variable is, if the exponent is 0, it will always give us 1. Example, 3 raised to 0 is equal to 1. 35 raised to 0 is equal to 1. What if the exponent is a fraction? For example, we have a raised to 1/2. Now, when the exponent is a fraction, we are going to convert this one into a radical. The denominator will become the index of our radical. The numerator will be the exponent of our variable. So in this example, if you can see, 2 became our index, 1 our exponent. Let us have an example. So we have 4 raised to 1 half. So this will become the square root of 4, that is just equal to positive or negative 2. Next, 8 exponent 1/3. The index will be 3, so this will become a cube root. So we have the cube root of 8 raised to 1, or simply the cube root of 8 will give us 2. Now let's us try to have these exercises. I want us to match the boxes at the upper part of the screen to its corresponding equivalent boxes at the bottom or below, at the bottom part of our screen. Let us try with the first box. So 5 raised to 2 times 5 raised to 4 is just equal to 5 raised to 6. Again, since the bases are the same, copy the base, add the exponent. How about the second box? That is correct. We have 2 raised to 3 raised to 2 is equal to 2 raised to 6. The third box. That is correct. We have 8x cubed. Distribute the exponent. How about the fourth box? That is also correct. We have 3 raised to 5 over 3 raised to 2 is equal to 27. Next, 4 over 7 squared is equal to 16 over 49. 15 raised to 0 is 1. And then the last one, 5 raised to the negative 2 is equal to 1 over 25.